Happy hump day. Let's talk some baseball. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Craig Bennett, aka Cash Keg, back with an MLB Prizepicks video. If you don't have that account, you want to join us, use that promo code Cash Keg and get 100% instant deposit match up to $100. The link is in the description below. Got three pitchers we're going to talk about here. A lot of content I'm going to push out today. Already recorded some videos for Thursday Night Football. Man, prayers up for Aaron Rodgers on Monday. It sucks to see a guy like that go over and 4 snaps in, tear his ACL like that. So we're going to put some football content out today. Got a lot of stuff on my plate. Going to try to get out today so we can get some lines that we do like. But hey, we're going to talk a little baseball today. Got 3 pitchers for you. Let's dive in. All right. PrizePicks desktop is up here again. We are talking baseball. I got 3 plays for you here. All pitchers. Hitters have been giving me some trouble, so we're going to stick with pitchers here. One of them I found using our projection EV tool that we have over at our Daily Edge Sports website, if you want to check that out, and I'll show you how I found that. But the first one we're going to talk about, we're going to dive into. Let's wait. Before we talk into that, let's look what Diddy's done. We got the WNBA playoffs starting today. He's been absolutely killing WNBA. This was just their last game, I think Sunday. They have the playoffs start today. He's already dropped a slip. He gave out both of these to our elite subscribers in Discord, and they both hit. Absolutely dominating WNBA. Be curious to see what he does inside the playoffs here, but it's been a lot of fun. If you want access to these, again, you can get access to these with the elite subscription set. Link in the description below to get access to those things. But yeah, baseball wise, first one we're going to talk about is Zach Gallen. He's going to be going up against the New York Mets. There was 2 I was looking at. I like the strikeouts and I like the fantasy score. Both have got bumped, but that doesn't mean I don't like them here. Going up against the Mets, juice was around minus 145, minus 150 at the 5.5 mark for strikeouts. The Mets are 7th in the last 30 days of strikeout at around 24.7% clip. It's a spot where I don't mind taking Gallen here. That strikeout getting bumped a little bit worries me a little bit, though, of a push. So I might just sit there and land on fantasy score, to be honest with you, going up against this lineup here. Last 30 days, he's been pretty decent. 23% strikeout rate against righties, 22% against lefties. And looking at the Mets lineup, there's a lot of strikeouts to be had. Alonso's at a 31% strikeout rate against righties over the last 30 days. DJ Stewart, 36%. Brett Beatty, 26%. Mark Vientos, 30%. Narvaez, 26%. Even Nemo leading off at 23%. So there's a lot of strikeout opportunity, which again helps him out, with his fantasy score as well. So even if he just gets 6, if we can get through 5 innings, get him a quality start out of it and a win, I kind of like it. Their implied team total is 3.9, and going up against a team that really has nothing to play for. So again, I'm going to go the fantasy score here, but I don't hate it if you decide to go strikeouts as well. So either one of those I'm pretty comfortable with. The next one I was able to pull off the Project EV tool. So over here, dailyedgesports.com, go over here, tools. Again, we have the regular plus EV, but we also have the projection EV, and basically this just puts our projections inside of it, and we have a Daily Edge Sport hit percentage, which basically marries your plus EV, what you have right here, and then also your projection set. So it takes 2 data points to get there. I kind of like it a little bit better. But as you can tell, we have Hunter Brown. We have him at 5.23 hits allowed going up against Oakland here. So it's number 3 that we had on here. So I kind of dug a little bit on him and was like, I know he's a strikeout pitcher. It was open at 4.5 and got pushed down to 4. Our projection model is saying that he's going to get 5.5. Well, the last 4 games he hasn't done well. Even one of them was against Detroit. So, and San Diego so up or down. Same with New York. But I actually do like taking that. At the 4, having going more than 4 hits allowed, I think this is fine. Oakland for the season only is ranked 21st with a 90 WRC plus, but over the last 30 days, they've hit a little bit better. 109 WRC plus. They got a few guys in this lineup that have done well against him. They've only seen him, I think, twice. But Seth Brown has a 449 WOBA against him, again, for looking at BVP. But there's some guys that have decent stuff against him. So I don't mind taking a shot at him in that aspect. If we look at the last 30 days, he's been kind of getting crushed by righties. I think that's where it's really hurting him. Over the season, he's only allowing a 193 ISO and a 356 WOBA against righties. But over the last 30 days, a 13% walk rate against righties, a 304 ISO, and a 464 WOBA. So just getting crushed by righties. And, they have a few righties in this lineup that can do some damage against them. So, again, I don't expect the Athletics to come out here and crush Houston or anything, but I think that's where he's struggling a little bit. And I think that we can kind of take advantage of that a little bit. And 4 seems too low. If it was at 4.5, I wouldn't take it. But at 4, I feel like there's a good possibility that he gives up 4 hits here. I'll take a shot at him at 4 hits allowed, going more than that for Hunter Brown. And then the last one we're going to look at here that I pulled up, I basically just look at the Braves game, right? You look at the Braves game and you see, are you going to take a hitter, or are you going to take the pitcher against him? Well, I said we're talking pitcher, so let's go here. I think there's a couple of different ways we can go with this. I think we can actually look at, if we want to look at earned runs or hits allowed. He doesn't walk a ton of people, so I don't really like the walks. But I don't mind taking a shot at the hits allowed going up against Atlanta. I really, just because of how good they've been hitting. Just this Atlanta team is just absolutely on fire. They're ranked first in WRC plus for the season, first in on base percentage, and at the 5.5 hits allowed, he's went over this in 3 of the last 5 games. And one of the games was LA, and they're not a good team. You can say the same against Washington. So coming up against Atlanta here, they haven't faced him. Looks like Riley's had 1 plate appearance to him, the same as Mlb, so they really haven't faced him. But again, you could go up and down this last 30 days, this team against lefties, and it's just absolutely crazy. Ozuna, last 30 days against lefties, 762 ISO with a 651 WOBA. Just insane. Orlando Arcia, 444 ISO, 495 WOBA. Austin Riley, 280 ISO, 451 WOBA. Acuna, we know what he does. Kevin Pillar, 300 ISO, 388 WOBA. And not a ton of strikeouts through this lineup against lefties. Basically, Riley 25% and Olsen 26%. But everybody else is almost 10% or below. So I just love taking guys against pitchers like this, and I think they can get to them here. If we look at Atlanta, 4.9 implied team total here. We've seen them give up, again, 6 or more hits in 4 of those last 6 games. I think they put up 6 to 8 hits on him before they end up pulling him. So I like Christopher Sanchez more than 5.5 hits in this spot. So if I had to rank these, I probably would rank them just like this: Gallen, Hunter, and Sanchez. And the only reason I put Sanchez down here is just because that number's pretty high. If it was like at 5, I would move him up above Brown, but I still think they can get to him there. So those are the 3 we're looking at. Again, if you want access to more of the tools that we do have that I showed you, the plays, slips, all that stuff, you can get all of it in Daily Edge Sports. Be knocking out some NFL stuff today. Watch out for that for Thursday Night Football. We're just going to keep this train going. And again, appreciate each and every one of you guys. Enjoy your hump day. See you on the flip side. Deuces.